Morning everyone, day 3, Wimbledon 2019, straight into yesterday's results. Domino as expected through in straight sets. Evans comfortable against Delbonis. Delbonis is poor on grass. Thought Johnson might drop a set to Ramos, but through in straight sets. Nishikori comfortable. Thought Ward Basilashvili would be a long one, and it was. Basel through in 5. Kyrgios needed 5 sets. Expected him to struggle against Thompson. Not sure what he was doing in the 4th. Seemed to tank that one, and then easily won the 5th. All about drama. Bagdatis justified the wild card through in straight sets. Berrettini struggled at the start of the match, lost the opening set to Bedene, and was a breakdown in the second, but came through in 4. Expected team to have some problems with Querrey. He did take the opening set in a tie-break, but lost in 4 sets. Big Sam in great form on the grass. Simon continued his good form through in 3. Norrie comfortable against a rusty Istomin. Bit surprised there that Rublev found some form pretty much from nowhere. Garin took the first set. Rublev through in 4. Surprised Krajinovic lost that one. Did come back after losing the first set, so nice trade there. A Brit inspired by Wimbledon. Decent underdog in that one. Lost the first set, took the next 3. Federer dropped a set against Harris. What's that about? Sangren I thought would struggle. Did drop the opening set, but came through. Tomic was a no-show really. If only mentally. Songa had no problems there. Struff through in 3 as well. Berdych, not a huge surprise. That's why I suggested small stakes on that one. Did think he'd do a little bit better. It was only Fritz who was playing at the end of the day, but Fritz through in straight set. Schwartzman, as expected, beat Ebden. Shapovalov is another player who's in danger of wasting his talent. Lost in straight sets to Berankis. Nadal comfortable, Millman comfortable. Fonini tier 4, I expected a long match. We certainly got that. Fonini through in 5 sets. Kukushkin, as expected, comfortable. Anjuha does nothing on grass. Barrere lost the first set. Fought back well for us. Same with Jay, he's through in 4. Cilic, a bit more comfortable insofar as it's only 3 sets, but tie breaks in the first 2. Expected a little bit more from Novak against Fuxovic. He did take the opening set, and the next 2 sets were close, but he goes out in 4 sets. Isner comfortable, typical Isner match. Sousa's experience was too much in the end for Jubb, and a little bit disappointed that Gasquet didn't put up more of a fight against Puy. Puy was favourite, expected a longer match. Puy through in 3. On to the ladies. Siniakova does it again. Very poor opening set, and then runs away with sets 2 and 3. Entertaining one there. Dart and McHale had a real battle. A very good effort from the Brit there. He was up, I think, a break in the 3rd. McHale broke back, and then another break gave Dart the match. Kuznetsova did well to take that to 3. She's not played since the French Open. Thought she may, when she took the second set, I thought Van Uytvanck could be in trouble, but pretty easy in that last set. Wang comfortable, Mertens comfortable. Nicolescu started slowly. I did give her the edge in that one, and that proved to be the case. 7-5 in the 3rd. Strichkova always looked in control against Sorenko. Kanepi started off with a breaker serve. Looked like being routine. Voegele's got very poor record on grass. She somehow managed to lose that first set. Did fight back. 3 very tight sets there. Stevens comfortable. Davis, I think she was broken early in set 1. In fact, she She lost her first service game, but did fight back well. Had a lot of strapping on her shoulder and also a leg. Not sure how long she'll last in the tournament. But did well for me there. That's one of the matches I traded. Barty, reasonably comfortable. Expected a bit more for Kalinskaya in that one. Don't remember who I actually favoured to win, to be honest. Sure, I expected 3 sets in that one, but Lynette threw in 2. Kerber, tough opening set in that one, but she's through in 2 sets. Martin Covert was a breakup in set 2. I'd expected that to go to 3 sets, but Wang threw in 2. Long match was expected. Diachenko, Mladenovic. Mladenovic was my pick to win, and right again. Katie Swan wasn't able to beat Siegmund. Again, I think I favoured Siegmund in that one, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. Bencic comfortable against Pavlyuchenkova. Did Ansek struggle with Bouchard? She was a breakdown in the opening set. Did fight back to take the set and then took a break serve at the start of the second. Bouchard wasn't serving well, but was fighting well. Return game was reasonable. Did Ansek 8-6 in the third. Conter, tight opening set. Do comfortably in the end. Animasova, as expected, got through. Thought Castella might put up more of a fight. Didn't see the Muguruza match. 2 close sets, but she shouldn't have been losing that. Don't know if she was injured. Expected Djokovic to come through. Thought it would be closer than it was, although the 2 sets were close. Thought it may have gone to 3. No, so disappointing. Suarez Navarro threw in straight sets. Sharapova. Just stop wasting our time. Go and sell your sweets. If you're not able to complete a match, go home. Oh, she has. Retired at 5-0 down in the third. Really? Couldn't let the girl just see it through to the end. Anyway, Badoza I thought would do a little bit better in that one. I actually can't remember who I suggested to win that one. Can't remember. Not one I traded. Guega's fairly comfortable. Tight opening set against Rus. Rus pretty decent grass player. Kvitova comfortable against Jabeur. Serena threw in 2. A little bit surprised that second set was so close. Expected 3 sets in the Juvan Pliskova match. I'd given the slight edge to Pliskova to win that one, but it was Juvan who took it 6-4 in the third. Expected a bit more from Rodionova. Usually plays well on the grass. Seems to be concentrating more on doubles at the minute. Townsend threw in straight sets. Burton's comfortable. And the blog match, Vekic took the opening set against Risk, but it was Risk who came through 7-5 in the third. Straight on to today's. Start with the men. Cuevas did well yesterday. He's won their only previous match that was on clay. He's a clay specialist. Vassell is stronger on grass, and I expect him to win this one, but I think Cuevas, as he's serving reasonably well, he's going to take a set, but Vasselli's going to come through. Back Vasselli if he loses set 1. First time pair and Kekmanovic have played. Ketcher's got better results in the last 12 months. Results pretty even in 2019. Ketch has better grass results and reached the final in Turkey last week. Looking a lay pair around about 1.5, take some liability out at evens. Good chance of 4 or 5 sets in that one. Don't expect Wawrinka to have many problems against a Pelka. Goffin should come through against Shardy. Shardy's a decent grass player on his day. I think he's going to take a set. If you want to get involved in the first set, wait for Goffin to get broken and for Chardy to hold. Or just wait for Chardy to take the first set before backing the Belgian. Raonic, I think the sets are going to be tight in that one. Haase served well in the last round as well. Hard to see Haase taking 3 sets. So no value on that one. You can try a lay. Chances are the first set's going to go to a tie break, so we could lay at 1.1 and remove some liability at 1.2 if you can be bothered. Not sure I will be. Karlovic, Fabiano. Again, there's going to be tight sets in that one. Favouring the Italian to win that one. He beat Tsitsipas in 5 sets in the last round. Chance he'll be a little bit tired, but I think he'll be okay. The points were short in that one. Back him around evens. I think Mayer's going to take a set in that one. I would expect the Pole to win it, but I'm going to need at least 1.85 before I get involved in that one. Medvedev should be comfortable, but I think he's going to drop a set there. Probably the classic, lose the 3rd set when you're 2-0 up. Back Medvedev if he loses set 1. Bautista Agut should be comfortable against Darcis, although Darcis is a reasonable grass player. Doesn't usually perform too well against the very top level opponents. Could be an interesting one. Kevin Anderson and Tipsarevic. Anderson, obvious favourite, but at 1.09, that's a little bit silly. It's worth a lay there, take some liability out around 1.2, 1.25. There's a chance that Tipsarevic can take a set in that one. Eliasim should be, I wouldn't say comfortable against Mute. Mute played well in the last round. Was 2 sets down against Dimitrov. Whether Dimitrov was totally healthy in that one, I'm not too sure. Eliasim lost the first set in the last round. Hopefully he can do the same again today. Ideally though, he's going to need to lose the first set and go a breaker set down in set 2 before we get a decent price. Edmund and Verdasco. We've got Edmund as favourite. Not so sure on that one. Verdasco's won both the previous matches. It won on clay in 2019 and indoors 2018. Both time went to 3 sets. Overall results quite even in the last year. Verdasco's got better career grass results. Edmund reached the semi-finals last week. Verdasco made the quarter-finals. Going to be a close one, 4 or 5 sets. Definite value on Verdasco. Lay Edmonds round about 1.4. Take some liability at 1.9. Slight edge to Verdasco to win that one. Granolia's difficult to assess his performance yesterday. Sonego had won the title last week, so I suppose not a surprise he was a little bit flat in the first round. Granolia's won that one in straight sets. He's got better grass results. Probably going to take this one. Low confidence on this one. Be careful with your stake size. I just can't imagine why I would want to get involved in that one, but laying the set 1 winner doesn't seem a bad place to start. Lopez starts as slight underdog against Kachanov. Kachanov has won both the previous matches, on a hard court in 2019. Both their matches were on hard courts. 12-month results favour Kachanov, and they're pretty even this year. Grass results favour Lopez. He won the title in Eastbourne, but that was 2 weeks ago, so he's had time to recover. He was comfortable in the first round, and I'm giving him the edge to win this one. It would be great if we can get a lay on Kachanov around about 1.55, 1.6, something like that, to get on Lopez. Hopefully he doesn't let us down. Seppi Pella. Seppi starts as favourite. I understand why. Overall results actually favour Pella, but Seppi's grass results are better. Pella's only started to perform well on grass in the last couple of seasons. It did reach the 3rd round last year. Seppi made the 2nd round. I think it's going to be a long one. Definite We've definitely got some value on Pella. He's going to take at least a set there. Slightest of edges. I've written the right thing down. Slightest of edges for Seppi to win a very tight match. Djokovic isn't going to have any problems. Kudler is decent on grass, but just doesn't have the variety in his game to give Djokovic too much trouble. Ladies. Okay, Azarenka, Tomljanovic. Two decent grass players. Overall results pretty even. Longer term grass results favour Azarenka. She played well in the last round. She was broken just once. Tomljanovic, very easy win over Kazatkina in straight sets. Looking for around about 1.75 on Azarenka. I think she's going to take that one. Sakkari starts as fairly strong favourite against Pliskova. It's the first time they've played. 12-month results are slightly better for the Czech player. Sakkari's got a slight edge in 2019. She's got the higher return on investment as well. Pliskova better grass results. Just play mainly ITFs and qualifying rounds though, so she tends to play against weaker opponents than those faced by Sakkari on the main tour. I think it's worth a lay on Sakkari, around about 1.2, take some liability out at 1.4 and back Sakkari if she loses the first set. Greek player's going to win that one. Brengel played well in the last round. Markova, better results in the last 12 months. Brengel's grass results, though, are a little bit better. Markova, very impressive against Krunic, although Krunic hasn't been at her best this year. She wasn't broken, only faced 2 break points in that one. Brengel, good win over Vondrousova in the last round. Some value on Brengel for this one, very good chance of 3 sets. I think lay Markova around about 1.35, remove some liability 1.7, and laying the first set winner. It's a decent way to go. It's tough to pick a winner on that one, so values on Brengel. Shea, Flipkins leads 2-1. Last time they played was in 2017. Flipkins won on a hard court in 2. Shea's win was on grass in 2017. Much stronger overall results for Shea. Grass results are also stronger. She beat Ostapenko in the last round. Flipkins comfortable against Jakupovic, but Jakupovic hasn't been good this year. I'm looking to back Shea 1.8. That could be an interesting one. Svitolina, Gasparian. Svitolina, grass isn't her strongest surface. Gasparian actually beat her last month on grass in 3 sets. Overall results pretty even. Gasparian has got a better grass result. She looked really motivated in the last game. Very strong from the first point. Svitolina really should come through. She's the sort of player that does lift herself for the slams, but she doesn't have a good record at Wimbledon. I think we're going to get 3 sets in there. I don't want to back Svitolina below 1.85 and ideally wait for Svitolina to get broken before we back her. Golubic, Putintseva. Putintseva beat Osaka again in the last round. Grass results are better for her. Golubic played well in the first round as well. Her serve can be strong if it's working well, and if that is the case, decent chance of 3 sets. But I've got to favour Putintseva for that one. I want at least 1.75 before I get in. Alep should be comfortable. Don't expect any surprises in that one. Also don't expect any surprises in the Pliskova match against Puig. Puig came through a messy match in the first round. I think that's as far as she's going. Great effort from Heather Watson in the last round. don't think she's going to get past Kontaveit. I think she'll put up a fight, definitely. Head-to-head's a 2-2. Last time they played, January last year, Kontaveit won in 2. They've never played on grass. 1.75 on Kontaveit. Kenin, a little bit surprised at her price there. I thought she'd be a little bit lower. Not complaining. This is the first time they've played. Yastremska, better results in the last 12 months, and Kenin has better results in 2019. Grass results favour Kenin. 1.85 will do for me on that one on Kenin. Whitmire, good performance in the last round. Head-to-heads with Zhang are 1-1. Most recent one, July 2016. Whitmire won in straight sets on a hard court. Zhang won also on a hard court in 2013. Neither of those results hugely relevant. Overall results quite even. Whitmire better on grass. She beat Peterson in the last round as underdog. If I can get a lay on Zhang around about 1.5, that'll do me on that one. Take some liability out at evens. And this could be another interesting one. Gauff against Rybarikova. Rybarikova's got an excellent grass record. Hasn't been in the best form over the last 12 months. Played well in the last round to beat Sabalenka. Though Sabalenka's beaten herself most of her matches that she loses. I mean, she did play well in the last grass tournament. Gauff obviously beat Venus Williams. Good chance of 3 sets in this one. Rybarikova's experience should be enough to get her through. I think it's worth laying Rybarikova if she gets a first break and removing liability if Gauff breaks back. A good chance of 3 sets in that one. Keys, Herzog, no value on Keys there. She won their only previous match earlier this year, but it was on clay. Overall results are slightly better for her. There's certainly no value on Keys at this price. We could lay her around about 1.2 or just wait for Keys to lose the first set for a decent price. Wozniacki starts as favourite against Kudermetova. They played, was it the French Open? Wozniacki was injured but won the first set 6-love before Kudermetova took advantage of Wozniacki not being healthy. Overall results favour Kudermetova in the last 12 months and also in 2019. Wozniacki a lot more experience on grass. Decent chance of 3 sets in this one. Wozniacki wasn't that impressive in the last round. She didn't even need to play a full set. And Sorribes Tormo retired, but she just wasn't impressive in that set at all. I think Kudermetova is going to put her under pressure. 1.85 on Wozniacki will get my interest in that one. Collins doesn't have a good record on grass. She does like the big occasion. Sevastova has been stronger in the last 12 months. They're pretty even in 2019. Sevastova better grass results. No value unless she gets broken. She reached the semis in Eastbourne 2 weeks ago, so she's in decent grass form, but I need a bigger price on Sevastova. Last one of the day, Martic Potapova. First time they've played. Overall results are better for Martic. Grass results are also stronger. He struggled a little bit in the last round, lost the opening set to Brady, and the second set there was pretty tight. I think to get a decent price on Martic, we need to wait for her to lose the first set. Probably won't happen, but that's what I need to happen if I'm going to get involved there. That's it for today. Come and join us in the chat room. As usual, plenty of people using that at the moment. And good luck if you get involved in these matches. I'll see you in the morning.